All right, good morning. So let's go ahead and get started with our yoga practice this morning. You want to come to a comfortable seated posture. I've got my tea handy because my throat's just a little scratchy this morning. So if I need it, I'll have it. Oh. All right, so you want to be in a comfortable seated posture, and I recommend using a folded towel, blanket, pillow, all right, whatever's comfortable for you to sit on so that you raise your hips up a little bit. And you'll notice you can sit up nice and straight. If you don't use it, at least for me, I tend to cave down a little bit, I kind of slouch. So this will help you to sit up nice and tall. Let's just rest the hands in the lap or on your knees and go ahead and close your eyes. So for the next 45 minutes, you're going to keep bringing your awareness back to this moment. And let's begin first by practicing our awareness and just notice all the sounds in the room and outside of the room. The sound of your breathing, the sound when you swallow. And now withdraw your awareness from the sounds and notice your posture. Lengthen from the base of the spine, up the back, through the neck, through the top of your head. And scanning through the body, let's just relax from the top of the head, down through the forehead, around your eyes. Relax through the nose and the cheeks. Relax your jaw. And down through the neck, throat, shoulders, all the way down the arms to your fingertips. And relax back up through the shoulders, the upper back, your chest, your lungs, your heart center. Let go of any tension in your abdomen, your lower back. And relax from the hips all the way down the legs, through the feet and the toes. And now focus on your breath. Inhale and exhale deeply. And just count the length of your inhalation. Count again the length of your exhale. And see if you can even out your breath. All right, with your next exhale, bring your chin forward, slowly hang your head down. Draw the chest up towards your chin and just hold for a moment. And then slowly roll your head to one side so the face is forward. Just let the ear hang toward your shoulder and relax your jaw. And around to the back, let your head go back. And then over to the other side. And let your head come back down to the front. We'll do a few circles. Inhale as you roll your head to the back. Exhale, come back to the front. And do about 3 circles to each side. Try to keep your jaw relaxed. All right, when you're done with your neck rolls, let your head hang down. Clasp the hands together, lay them gently in the back of your head, add a little bit of weight to that stretch and just hold, letting your head hang down. Good, and now bring your head back up to center. Put one hand on the head, the other hand can just rest on your leg. And then gently draw the ear towards your shoulder. You get that nice stretch along the opposite side. Good, and let's change sides. And bring your head back up to center. Slowly open your eyes. Let's look back and forth from side to side. And let your head come back to center. Good. Arms by the side. Nice deep breath. Inhale and stretch. And reach up. Clasp the hands together. Let the palms reach up towards the ceiling. Exhale as you lean to one side. And then inhale as you come up. Exhale over. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale and exhale. Good, and come back to center, and let's draw back slightly with those arms and stretch. And let the fingertips touch. Inhale as you exhale, bring your arms out and down. And then clasp your hands behind your back, roll the shoulders back and stretch. Good. And relax. Go ahead and reach forward. Let your fingertips touch your shoulders. Bring the elbows in and back and around. Nice big circles. Good. And let's change direction. And relax. Go and let your arms come down. Good. Stretch those legs out. Rock your feet in and out. Maybe flex your ankles a little bit. All right. Let's come over onto the hands and knees. If you're on a hard surface, you can use your blanket or towel underneath your knees for just a little extra padding. All right, and we are going to do some downward dogs. So if you want, you can take your socks off. Okay, so hands on the mat, shoulder width apart, knees are hip distance apart. Starting to warm up a little bit. A little chilly in my home this morning. All right, so let's start by tucking the chin in. Exhale, round your back and shoulders and stretch. And then arch your back, look up and inhale. And exhale. And just move at your own pace. Exhale, you're drawing that stomach up slightly and stretch. Inhale, arch your back, look up. All right, with your next exhale, let's bring the hips back to the heels, forehead towards the mat, and reach all the way out. Doesn't matter if the hips touch the heels. You're just rounding out your back, reaching out all the way through the fingertips. Get a good stretch through your shoulders and hold. Take a deep breath here. Good. Let's come back up onto the hands and knees. Let's do a little balance here. We're going to extend the left leg. So extend that left leg out behind you. Find a point to stare at in front of you, and I want you to reach your right arm out. So left leg is stretched and the right arm. And hold. It's like you're reaching for opposite walls. Good. And then let's switch. You can extend that right leg out and the left arm. Hold. And breathe. Good. And relax. Now let's sit towards that right heel. So you're sitting back towards the right heel, twist to the left. Get a nice stretch through your back on that right side. Take some slow, deep breaths here. Good, and we're going to come up onto the hands and knees. Let's switch over, sit back towards that left heel, reach over to the right, stretch, and breathe. 2, and 3, good, and you're going to come right back up onto the hands and knees. All right. We're going to do our downward facing dog. A nice way to sort of measure off of, where do you place the hands is to sit back towards the heels and then reach forward. Okay, so your hands will go forward just a couple more inches. Put the small finger of each hand towards the edge of your mat. So your hands are just a little bit wider than the shoulders. You want your fingers spread out wide, middle finger points straight ahead. Thumbs are facing each other. Now come up onto the hands and knees and then lift your hips. I want you to soften your knees a little bit and keep pressing your chest back towards your thighs. So it's like you're pressing the floor away from you. And then go ahead and press one heel down towards the mat, the opposite knees bent, and then alternate your legs back and forth. And back and forth and stretch. Good. Bring the shoulders forward. Let your knees come down to the mat. Draw your hips back to your heels. And just open and close your fingers, your fists a couple of times. Stretch out your hands. All right. Back up onto the hands and knees. Back into that downward dog and stretch. And 2, breathe. 3, and 4. Good. Shoulders forward, knees down to the mat, hips back to your heels again, and relax. Rock your hips a little bit from side to side. All right, come on up onto the hands and knees. Let's slide the right knee all the way up between the fingertips and then take that right heel, turn it in towards this left hip bone. Stretch your left leg back a little bit more. Inhale as you look forward and stretch. And exhale as you come on down, and you can rest your forehead onto your forearms if you like, or you can just stay up on the elbows, whatever feels comfortable, depending on how tight the hips are this morning. I like to rock just a little bit from side to side in the stretch. You see what feels comfortable for you. Focus on your breath. Good, and then bring your chest up, hands firmly on the mat. Let's take it back into the downward dog and stretch. All right, shoulders forward, knees touch down. Let's draw the left knee forward. Turn that heel in, stretch your right leg back. And forward. Nice deep breath. Inhale. As you exhale, let's come on down and rest again, either forehead to the forearms or rest on your forearms and just hold. Nice, slow, deep breaths. Try to relax into every exhale. Okay, bring yourself up. Let's place the hands firmly on the mat. Step it back into your downward dog and stretch. Breathe. Good. Shoulders forward, knees touch down to the mat. Bring your hips back to your heels and relax for a moment. Again, you can open and close your fingers, your fists a couple of times and stretch your hands. And it feels good to rock your hips a little bit from side to side. Good. Bring yourself up into a kneeling posture. Let's do the split knee child's pose. So you're going to open your knees wide. Okay, so you're sitting on your heels, open your knees wide. You've got your hands in front of you. Come on down. Start on your elbows and see how that feels. And if you want to deepen the stretch, you can bring your forehead down to your forearms. You could even bring your forehead down to the mat if that feels comfortable. You just decide, how far you want to go in the stretch, how comfortable you feel, and then focus on your breathing and relax. All right, use your hands to help you. You're going to bring yourself up. You want to help those knees back together. Good. Let's stretch the toes. So let your toes curl under and you can sit on your heels for a moment. Stretch the arches of your feet. Good. And then from here, let's go ahead and come on up to standing. Good. And we'll do some standing postures. Okay. Let's have feet about hip distance. Knees are relaxed. They're soft. And just lean forward. Inhale, roll to the back. Exhale back to the front. And then change direction. Back to center. Inhale, exhale, let's fold into your front bend. Come all the way down. Let your head hang, your arms hang, and then just sway gently from side to side, letting go of all that tension down your back. Good. And now let's do a squat. So reach the floor in front of you, bend your knees and bring yourself down. So front bend and squat is a good sort of opposite stretch that if you get tight in that lower back and in your hips, see if you can remember to do some front bends and squats during the day. Go ahead and fold. And then back down to a squat. And then front bend. And down into the squat. Good. Let's go back into that front bend. Bring your chest up so the hands are on your hips. Then inhale as you come on up. Now support your back. Just put the heel of the hands underneath your rib cage, pointing the fingers towards the floor. Knees about hip distance. Keep them soft. Kind of bend them a little bit. And then inhale, lift through the chest and gently stretch back. And then right back up to standing. And now we're going to stretch side to side. So we're going to bring the feet closer, either a couple of inches apart or let the big toes touch, arms slightly out to the side. Inhale, reach out and up. Let your fingertips touch, reach to the ceiling. Now lean to one side as you exhale. Inhale and exhale. Good, come back to center. Inhale, as you exhale, fold into your front bend. Place the hands on the front of your legs. Inhale and draw the chest forward. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, reach and come all the way up. Stretch, and then exhale, bring the hands right back to your heart. So this is called vinyasa, where we move from posture to posture following the breath. Inhale. Exhale as you fold. Hands on the legs, draw the chest forward, inhale. And exhale. And then reach and come on up, inhale. And then back to the heart. Inhale and exhale. You can move at your own pace. Do a full front bend, you come up halfway. And then fold. Reach. And let's do one more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, you fold. Good, and just pause, hands at the heart for a moment and breathe. Good, and relax. Go ahead and relax your arms, relax your legs. All right, let's practice our balancing posture today. Let's do our tree pose. So you can either be on your mat, or if you want to step off onto the hard floor, you can certainly do that. Let's start with the hands on the hips. Now, to balance, you want to find a point to stare at, and you're just relaxing your gaze. Just take a breath here. And then when you're ready, you can shift your weight to either leg, keep your hips forward, turn the knee to the side. So we're going to do the tree pose. So you can keep your toes on the mat the whole time, and you can balance here, or you can bring that foot right above the ankle, so it's resting on your calf, or you can bring it above the knee. Okay? Don't rest the foot on the knee. Have it above or below the knee. And if you bring it above the knee, you have to tighten that standing leg. So you're kind of tightening the buttocks a little bit to hold that posture. And then when you feel like you've got some balance, you can bring your hands to your heart in your prayer pose and breathe. Good, and relax. Go ahead and let your leg come down on that side. Switch. Hips are forward, knee to the side. Again, find your point to stare at. Relax your gaze. And if you come out of the pose, just go back into the pose. It's okay. And relax. Go ahead and let your leg come down. Feet about hip distance. Let's hang down into a front bend and just sway gently from side to side. Good. Bring the chest up, hands to the hips. Go ahead and come back up to standing. Let's open the feet nice and wide. Open your feet wide, toes point straight ahead, arms on the hands on the legs. Extend, you can do either arm. Extend an arm, palm facing upward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, slide the opposite arm down your leg and stretch. Good. Inhale as you come up, and exhale, let your arm come down. Let's do the other side. Reach up. Inhale, exhale as you stretch. Inhale. And exhale. Let's do that again. Reach up. Stretch. Inhale. And exhale. And one more. Good. Inhale. And exhale. All right, let's take the hands behind the back, clasp them together, roll the shoulders back. You're going to fold into your front bend. So slowly come on down and soften your knees a little bit, and then raise the arms up behind your back. So when you're in a front bend, if you lock your knees, you're probably going to get lightheaded. So it's better to keep your knees slightly bent and just hold. Good. Now we're going to release the hands to the seat and down to the floor. So still in your front bend. Reach over to your right leg, bring your head in the direction towards the knee, and then reach over to your left leg. Let's do the same thing on this side and stretch. Good, come back to center. So I'm going to have you bend your knees a little bit, reach the floor out in front of you. We're going to do side squats. So turn your right foot, angle your right foot out to the side, walk your hands over so that you are bending over your right knee. Let that heel come up. And then with your left foot, rock on the heel so that now your toes point towards the ceiling. You're going to feel that stretch along the inside of that left leg. Now you've got your hands on the floor in front of you. Walk your hands over. So you're bringing yourself up and over. You're bending over that left knee. And then turn the toes of the right foot up towards the ceiling. There you go. Up and over. Nice stretch. Back and forth. Just take your time. All right, we're going to come back to center and fold into your front bend. Let's step the feet in a little bit closer now. So you're about hip distance. You're still in your front bend. And come on down into your squat. Good. Right now my heels are up in my squat. That's the most comfortable, but I'm going to go a little deeper with my ankle stretches. So if it feels comfortable for you, get a little bit wide, maybe a little bit wider with your legs, your feet, and then see if you can get the heels down, or maybe 1 foot at a time, get the heels down. And then you can bring your arms to the inside of your legs, put your palms together in prayer, and gently press out. It's a nice hip stretch. Good. From here, we're going to sit down. So go ahead and carefully come on down and stretch your legs out. And I just realized I don't have my clock with me. So I might have to look at the computer here for a moment to see what time it is. If you want to put socks on your feet, because now we're on the floor, go ahead and do that. We are going to do some floor exercises. Let me just peek and see if my phone is okay. Nope. Okay. Let me see. All right. Perfect. So from here, let's do some floor exercises. And I really like, this is like one of my favorites, the cradle pose, because my hips get tight. So you're going to place your foot either into your hand. So you take either leg. The foot is in your hand or in your elbow. Wrap the other arm around and just rock gently that hip from side to side. All right, let's stop the rocking movement. Place the foot now across the upper thigh, hand on the knee, and just gently bounce that knee. Now, if this, right now I've got my foot up on the thigh. If that's not comfortable, you can also put your foot on the inside of your leg. So you've got an option there, okay? All right, from here, let's take the bent leg, cross it over your straight one. The bottom leg can either stay straight and you can bend forward, or you can tuck that bottom leg under and lean forward. And just breathe. All right, go ahead and bring yourself up. Let's undo those legs, stretch them out. Let's do the other side. So you're going to cradle the opposite leg and put the foot into your elbow or your hand and just gently rock. Good. Let's stop the rocking movement. Pull that leg in and hold. And then you can place the foot across the upper thigh and gently bounce your knee a few times. All right, let's take this bent leg, cross it over the straight one. You're either keeping that bottom leg straight or you can tuck it under and hold and lean forward and stretch. And breathe. Good. And then draw your chest up. Go ahead and bring yourself up. Stretch your legs out. And then just rock those feet in and out and relax. All right. So now we're going to come down onto our backs. If you want extra padding, feel free to spread your blanket or your towel out. And when you come down onto your back, make sure that you pull your knees in so that you round your back when you come on down. And just clasp your hands across your legs. Rock a little bit from side to side and massage that lower back. Inhale and exhale deeply. Let's make a circle with the knees. So hug those knees in, roll them out away from you. Nice big circle. And then change direction. Good. Place the feet on the mat, hip distance, arms by the sides. Press your back into the mat, press your feet down. Now raise your hips up and stretch. Nice bridge posture. Just hold. Keep your feet pressed firmly into the mat. The big toes are pressed down. Good. Inhale, exhale, roll down slowly, one vertebrae at a time. And draw your knees back up into your chest and relax your back. Feet on the mat, hip distance apart. Press your back down, press your feet down, raise your hips up and hold. Inhale as you exhale, roll down slowly. And then draw the knees up into your chest and relax your back. Good. Keep those knees tucked in. Open your arms out to the sides. And you're going to lower your legs all the way down to the left. Let the feet and the knees rest to the floor. Turn your head, look out towards that right hand and stretch. And just breathe. You can close your eyes if you want. And relax. See if you can get the shoulder down to the floor. Don't worry too much about getting the knee all the way down, but the shoulders are relaxed and breathe. Inhale as you bring your knees up. Exhale over to the other side. And again, you want to turn your head, look out towards that left hand and stretch. And breathe. All right, let your knees come back up to center. Hug them in one more time. Good. And relax. Go ahead and stretch yourself all the way down onto the mat. Let your arms rest by your sides, palms facing upward, and just let your feet fall out to the sides. You can close your eyes for a moment, take a deep breath. And just relax. Allow the floor to support your body. Eyes are closed softly. Relax any tension from the top of the head down through the face. Relax your neck, your shoulders, down the arms to your fingertips. Nice deep breath. Relax down through the torso. From the hips down the legs to your toes. Now slowly take a deep breath. And just start to bring your awareness back by moving your fingers, moving your toes. Nice way to come out of your relaxation is to do the palming exercise, where you take your hands, rub them together, make them nice and warm. And then place those warm hands over your eyes and block out all the light. And open your eyes into your palms. Just relax your gaze. You can take the hands away and relax, focus on your hands for a moment. And then let your hands come down, just focus on the ceiling for a moment. Go ahead and bring your knees up into your chest and relax your back again. Oh. Good, and just rest on your side for a moment. And then you can bring yourself up to a seated posture. All right. So to close the Hatha yoga part of the class, the stretching, let's go ahead and bring the hands to the heart for a moment. It's always nice to set an intention for your day, right? How do you want to feel today? Or what kind of day do you want to have? I like to use the phrase, I'm so happy and grateful that this day just flows, or everything is easy. Mm. Good. And then eyes are open. Namaste. And I hope you have a really good day. If you're heading out right now, then just, remember to breathe, do some front bends and squats. If you'd like to stay for the next 10 or 15 minutes and do a meditation, feel free to stay. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the recording if you want to watch, a meditation. I have them on other tapes, but I like to turn off the recording so that